clan, my name is Anita, the kitchen organizer, and today I'm going to be taking you along with me as I stock up my house for a few months. We went to one of Lagos's main markets called Balogun Market. We went straight to the wholesalers to get all the best deals. I'll be showing you the ropes, all the things you need to know, how much I spent and everything I purchased. So we just got to the market. Yeah. And we're about to come down. So this is my friend Wumi. And she's the person showing me all the ropes today. Say hey girl. Hey. So apparently we're here like 9, it's a few minutes to 10. But she advised that we, stay a little, maybe not for like 10 minutes, just so that all the shops open and then we have more options basically. So we're just going to sit in here for a few minutes before we head out. So at this point it was a few minutes past 10 and we were ready to go. I will show you what I went with. My starter pack, sunscreen because the sun wasn't smiling, a bottle of water, sunglasses of course. If you have a hat, that's equally great. Some cash because you don't want to transfer everywhere. Your face mask, very important. And last but not the least, you need a full comprehensive list of everything you're going to purchase. So let's go. So you also need to make sure that you're smartly dressed. So I'd advise you wear a pair of tracks or joggers or even a pair of jeans if you're comfortable in them, a t-shirt, slides or slippers, because there'll be a lot of sweating, so I won't recommend trainers unless you don't sweat on your legs. You also want to make sure you have a sling bag you can secure under your arm or across your body, and then you're ready to go. It was a pretty straightforward walk to the place we were going to purchase all the items. One thing I'm going to tell you is that you need to be determined, because you would see a lot of things that will call for your attention, including people, and if you're not a pretty determined or straightforward person, you will spend half of your money before you get to your location. So that's why your list is very important, to make sure you have a list and you stick by it. Go straight to the items that you need and try to locate the wholesalers as much as you can. You would see some people at the foot or at the beginning of the market. I'd advise you go deeper into the market where those people purchase from, because the prices are usually cheaper there.
Some people are not very enthusiastic about what is stressing. Because me, I want to move on. This is how you spend too much time in the market because somebody is not responding to you. Okay, lighter is on your list. Let's not add to it.
What?
Lighter.
It's on my list.
It's on this list?
I forgot to add it, but it's on the main list.
Okay. Meta for 1,000.
It's very okay to experiment every once in a while. However, I would advise when you're going on market trips like this to focus on brands that you've used before, especially if they've never failed you. In this particular shop, we wanted to buy some freezer bags as she's a wholesaler. I'm used to the brand Ziploc and Hefty. However, she had some unbranded ones, and these sellers can be pretty convincing. So if you're not a disciplined person, they may convince you to purchase something that may fail you. So you need to be very careful. For some things you don't need, my leaves and everything, I put them here. They don't have that one that you have. You know that one that had a flat base? Yeah. But Ziploc I use, so. Okay, they give me lighter. How many? 3. How much is one? Why is it not expensive?
Expensive.
Yes, now. She just enter my eye.
I don't know hiding this one. It's not shiny. Are you kidding?
Another key to getting really good prices is to toast them small. So if you notice when we came into this woman's shop, she was a bit standoffish. But by the time we finished toasting her and smiling with her, we left with pretty good discounts. Everybody was happy.
6,000. But through and through, I try so hard to just be present. Mom will slip the adolescence. I can't help but wonder, but I guess I'll never know what the other book looks like. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if that was me? If I'd stayed in my city. Red, blue, and green. Is that how my life would be? Is that how my life would be? But there's not to say.
I have to do it for baby.
Mommy laugh.
I have to do it for baby. Abi now. Amen.
She said 1,250 last, and there's 6 in the pack.
Now take it.
Is there person on our list?
Yes, look at it there. To be honest, it also helped that I had an interpreter because Wunmi understands Yoruba. But even if you don't, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're as pleasant as you can be and just try to, you know, toast them. Very important.
We'll probably just put both of our things in there. Okay.
I'm not happy with my life.
So, marking, can you marking? That is marking.
Now, if you try to buy an item and you see that it costs really close to what you buy it in the supermarket, check another store. So it may actually be the price, but you want to weigh your options a bit, and that was what happened here. The toothpaste was fine. I was getting that for my nanny, but then I noticed that the sanitary pad was a bit too close to the price that I would usually buy it in the supermarket. So we went further and we sampled a few more places, and guess what? We got it for about 500 naira cheaper than the initial girl was trying to sell it to us. Yeah, and that's 5. Thank you. It makes so much sense to me. All that stupid trip to the supermarket every day. Now you see what Wumi is doing right there. She's writing the price of every item that was purchased and ticking it off the list, so that next time I go to the market, if I'm unassisted, I have an idea of how much that certain item should cost, and even if it's more expensive, at least I have a foundation of the cost. You're already in the market, so there's no need being in a hurry. In this store, we sampled the moped pad again, and we saw that it was still relatively close to supermarket price, so we kept on searching.
If that was me, if I'd stayed in my city. Red, blue, and green. Is that how my life would be?
Not like that.
Is that how my life would be?
After a few more steps, we finally found our sanitary towel at a very affordable price, way cheaper than supermarket price, and just a little patience was all it took.
Lately I've been thinking about the choices I have made and doubt the life I've chosen for
Now
myself.
please
I
note,
wonder
when you're
how it
buying
would pan out if I
consumables or
stayed.
general items, you need to make sure to check the expiry date. And be wary of some of those vendors that will try to chuck a lot of things in your hands and tell you, madam, buy plenty, we will give you at a discount. Discounts are great, but be wary of those ones that are being extra benevolent. There's a chance that the items may be expiring or are leaking or are bad. So buying things like this, you want to make sure they're properly sealed, no rodent has eaten into them, and they are not expiring anytime soon.
The life I've chosen for myself, I wonder how it would pan out if I stuck to the status quo and stayed in England. Never know, but when I see my friends, I see them with this golden glow. It seems they can touch the rainbow.
It's turn the back time.
I guess I'll never know, never know, never know.
Mama,
Would
send
that
me syrup.
be me?
Now, when they are packing your items, I advise that you request for an invoice and then pack your items based on the list of things on the invoice. Remember that you're in the market and you're seeing so many options, and there are chances that you may have requested for other things that are not on your list. So if you go by your list, you may forget some of the items that you've initially paid for. So ask for an invoice. The invoice would carry a list of everything you've purchased and the total price, and then pack your bag or your box or carton based on the items on their invoice, because you are certain that they have costed you for the items on that invoice, and that is the price that you paid.
If I'd stayed in my city.
Also, beware of how your items are being packaged. As you can see, this guy was bringing out things and putting them back over and over again, because I was particular about putting the heavy things down and the lighter things on top. He initially wanted to put my coconut milk on top of my seasoning, and that may have burst the seasoning or opened some of them. So they just want to do their work and move on. So you need to have your eyes open and be careful how they package your things. Make sure you don't leave anything out. Remember to use the list of things on your invoice. This is what my invoice looked like.
If I'd stayed in my city. Red, blue, and green. Is that how my life would be? Is that how my life would be? And often we're reminded to enjoy each day and find it in ourselves to show some gratitude for every moment through and through. I try so hard to just be present, mom will slip the adolescence. I can't help but wonder, but I guess I'll never know it. What the other book looks like. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if that was me? If I'd stayed in my city.
I eat and drink water. Drink water. I eat and drink water. Drink water. No, sister, I get belly.
Honestly, it's almost really impossible to not find some of the imported items that you are looking for in the market. I don't particularly like to buy Nigerian pasta because I feel like it contains a lot of starch. So I like to buy imported pastas. And as you can see, these pastas are from ISSA, some from Tesco, and different foreign brands. Inspect them properly, check the product number, check everything. They are all original. Most of the things you see in your supermarket are purchased wholesale from these vendors in the market, or these vendors are their suppliers. So don't even dull yourself thinking that you will not be able to find original items in the market. Everything is there.
But there's not to say that I'm not happy with my life this way. 'Cause I know both ways that I'll be thinking about the parallel.
So for a little humor, what you can see on your right is imported Kellogg's cornflakes, and what you can see on your left is the Nigerian Kellogg's cornflakes. First thing that came to my mind is that we don't have ink in Nigeria because their own color is sharper. But apart from that, the difference in size is just 50 grams. Yet, the imported one costs 2,500 and the Nigerian one costs 1,000 naira. I don't know if there's a difference in taste, but have you tried it before? What do you guys think? Is there really a difference in taste? Anyway, apart from that, there were so many cereal options in the market and I was spoiled for choices. So finally, we were done with shopping and it was time to move our things to the cars. We needed 3 alabaros, which is what they call these ladies. But what we did was we split all the items. So the breakable items all went with one person. So she was careful and she didn't carry too much. The items like soap and jig and things that would give smell to other items went with somebody else. And then all the other random items went with another person. I would also advise that you pick your alabaro when you are about to leave. Don't let one follow you throughout the market because chances are that they're going to cost you an exorbitant price. So instead of carrying things around, what you should do is find a place, one of the shops that you purchased all your items, and just keep dropping things there until you're done shopping. Once you're done shopping, you can get the alabaros to come and then pick those items.
Oh my God, can you see how we're sweating? As in, we're
finally done. This is not something you do every. In fact, you can't even do it every month. With everything that I've bought, it will definitely last me till December, at least for the most of it.
Yeah.
When I get home, I'm going to unpack and show you guys. But can you see the sweat on my forehead? It was definitely worth it when I think about the money that I've saved. But if you're all about convenience, maybe not.
Red, blue, and green.
All in all, I think it was a really good buy, and I'll definitely advise you to do what I've done. It has helped me save cost as a family, and December is quickly approaching and things are skyrocketing. If you can't buy in bulk like I did, you can get your friends together and buy in bulk and then split it. It's still way cheaper than your daily runs to the supermarket, I assure you.
But I'll be thinking about the parallel days. If that was me, if I'd stayed in my city. Red, blue, and green. Red, blue, and green. Is that how my life would be? Is that how my life would be? Lately I've been thinking about the choices I have made and doubt the life I've chosen for myself. I wonder how it would pan out if I stuck to the status quo and stayed in England. Never know, but when I see my friends, I see them with this golden glow. It seems they can touch the rainbow. I guess I'll never know, never know, never know. Would that be me? If I'd stayed in my city.